questions. Okay, so we are going to start with Samantha. I want you to just like literally 30 seconds of just who you are, what rank you are, where you're from, so people can kind of get to know you, so that we have people that are looking up to y'all too, because you're all leaders. So I'm super excited about this. Sam, you should be able to unmute yourself. I'm going to spotlight her video so all of you can see her. And I want you to introduce yourself for a little bit and then share all of your best tips with us.
Okay. Hi guys, my name's Sammy. I'm from California and I am a diamond leader going double and I'm so excited. Okay, I used to be a restaurant manager. Oral. Okay, I used to be a restaurant manager, working full-time, just had no time to hang out with my boyfriend, my family. I basically was just like the slave to corporate America. I was already in my career when I got started. I'm 26, so I'm a little bit older than you guys. I know there's a lot of youngins in this whole line here of shays. But so I got started right away. I'm a year into my business on like the 25th of this month, which is so crazy. It's like so life-changing. And I went diamond in January. Got super complacent, so nobody slowed down, literally ridiculous. And so now I finally like kicked myself in the butt and I am going double and I'm so excited. And retreat is coming up. So if you're not a diamond yet, like you need to be a diamond, because like Shay will spoil the heck out of you. And it's just the coolest thing to be in their space and just learn from the top. So that's like the biggest tip I can give. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I have a couple for each. So as far as enrolling potential, let's do customers first. I am like the host post queen. I do like 80% host posts, maybe like, I feel like that's not a good ratio. 60% post posts, 40% messaging. I just message for host posts like drastically, and I found a system that really works for me. So what I typically do is we always have our giveaways, and if you're in the Zoom, you're probably Shays, so you're probably part of the host post giveaway that you guys can opt into. Right now it's like the Yeti giveaway. So what I like to do for my host post is one, I post about the Yeti giveaway first, and then they'll comment on it, and then I will message them. If you guys don't know what host posts are, also YouTube Shay Knox, because she has her host to post video on there to break down everything. But okay, so I'll message them a product post. I also tell them to, when I message them, like, hey girl, I saw your entry into my Yeti giveaway. I just want to let you guys know that you can have as many entries as you like. Just message me tomorrow for a new post. I put on the end of all my messages so that these people reach out to me and ask for a second post to post. So the first one will be a product post always. I always do like cleanse, coffee, or TFX. I typically stick to those. I'm trying to really outsource and like branch out to like collagen and like our skincare line and our beauty line, because it's summer and everybody wants glowy skin without having to wear a ton of makeup. So that's huge. Like really invest in those products right now because people are like jumping on them. And then as far as the second post, okay, so after I give them the product post for their first hosted post, I then will give them a second product post. I don't ever send them the same one. I don't want to take it repetitive. So I'll start with maybe like cleanse, and then I'll do maybe collagen. I'll do cleanse and maybe like our glow up package, and do like hydrate or something of that sort. And then the second time they want to enter, I then send them my Yeti giveaway hosted posts, because then their friends are going to comment to want to be into the Yeti giveaway. And then it basically cycles again. And then I give those people a product post and start over. So that really helps like outsource to a lot of people. That's been working super, super well for me. And I typically like to do that. I also don't use text. I like to create some type of like photo or like word art that says maybe the same thing as the text would. It doesn't even have to have a picture, but that way like Facebook algorithms can't read what I'm writing. So it's basically like they're posting a picture for me. That's huge too. Sometimes I will also tell them like tag 3 of your friends for an extra entry, or like tag your BFF, or tag who you would take out with your new Yeti, like, or tell me what you would put in your new Yeti. You want to get creative for people to enter your host to post too. So that's a big tip that I could give you guys. And then follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. So it's super important that you guys write everything down. I, in the beginning, did not do this, and I'm pretty sure I have lost so many people, and are probably all on Shay's team. So you just want to make sure you're like writing everything down so you don't lose people. And that way it just helps you not feel so overwhelmed. Like once I started to take control of like my organization, I really don't feel like I work throughout the day, honestly. Like I could put 2, 3, 4 hours, doesn't matter how long, and it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything crazy because you're just doing the little things right. And that's the most important thing. As far as DTs, so this is what I've been doing lately that has been helped tremendously. I've been shifting some of my host-to-posts for distributor host-to-posts. I probably get, I can show you guys. I try to get out at least 10 host-to-posts a day. And I kept 2 separate lists. So I did host-to-post for product, host-to-post for distributors. This whole page is host-to-post distributors. So it's just like crazy how fast like that can explode. And then I always ask every time the person messages me like, okay, I'm interested in making $500 a month. I always make sure to send them like the host to post as well. So I'm like, girl, like you need to get your friends into this. Like you and your friends can be making money for summer at your phones on the beach. Like no one wants to be working because then you're not gonna have anybody to hang out with. And that's the approach I take with everyone. And like everyone jumps on that because it's like, it's cool. We're doing great and we're making money and we're staying home, but it's like, you want our friends to do the same thing too. So I really take that avenue a lot. I'm huge on like going out. I like to like go out and eat all the time. So that's what I'm big on. And I post a lot about that. So a lot of times when I reach out to people, they're like, okay, you go eat out every time, like every day for lunch, you go eat out. And it's just like that little freedom, people are really paying attention. So you want to make sure that everything's kind of cohesive. Like your life posts have to be posting, like your stories you have to be posting. That way when I shoot somebody a message and I'm like, hey girl, I think you'd be so good at what I do, they're going to stalk your page before responding to you. So you want to make sure your page is appropriate to what you're talking about. Because if you're like, hey girl, I think you'd be so good at what I do, and your page is like sitting on the couch watching TV, it's like, well, yeah, everyone's good at that. Cool. Like, but what do you do? Like, do you make money? Like, do you work? Like, like, what are you trying to sell them? So you want to make sure you're really like living what you're trying to portray. Like, I like to go to Disneyland all the time. So I'm sure most people know me because I go to Disneyland all the time. So every time I'm like, hey, I think you'd be so good at what I do. Like, I genuinely think you'd be really good at this. And they're like, well, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I work from Disneyland. Like, I work while I'm in line at Disneyland. And they're like, doing what? And so I'm super vague in the beginning because then they ask me more questions. And the more times that they say yes or they ask questions, the more they're going to be interested. So just you want to kind of just like, not be like secretive, but like kind of be mysterious. Like let them kind of figure out what you're doing. Like you don't want to be like, hey, I do it works. I make this much money a month. This is what I do every day in your post, because then they don't have anything to ask you questions about. But if you're like, hey, I'm at Disneyland and I'm in line working, making money from my phone, they're like, well, crap, what does she do? And they reach out to you. So huge tips. Good luck.
Y'all, okay, so one thing I wanted to say is, first off, if y'all don't know Sam, you need to know her because she's like just a ray of sunshine. And the reason I say that is because you see that in her post, okay? Like she is so goofy and so herself in every post that she makes. And that's why she attracts her people on her team that are just like her. And that's, you know, she's creating her dream team by being exactly who she is. She's not somebody else. She doesn't try to be me. She doesn't try to be Courtney Bohr. She doesn't try to be anybody else. She's just Sam. And that is what we want you to do, is be yourself, be who you were before you joined this business, and just add in how you get to be able to do this business too. And so I wanted to add that in too. She's exactly who she was before she joined this business and just added it in. But I wanted to give you all a tip with Sam's Host to Post. What I was doing is I made a post. I went to Academy. Apparently I was talking to Danny, and they don't have those in Ohio, so I don't know if you'll have Academy in your towns, but I went to Academy, which is a sports and outdoor store. So wherever y'all have that sells Yeti coolers, go to them and go take a picture, because I went and just sat on the cooler and took a picture like this and smacked a filter on it. And I got so many Instagram hosts to post up. And because I did that, I just posted the picture, had people comment. I wish I would have had them tag a friend, but I was stupid and like zoned out. But post the picture, have them tag a few friends and make sure they're following you, and just drop their favorite emoji. And then you shoot them a message and you say, hey, you know, I'm doing this giveaway. I'd love to get you entered. All you have to do is throw up one story post on your story. And then you make a story with a picture of yourself and says, who wants to make an extra $300 to $500 a month? DM Summer to this and say, just tag me on this, and send them the picture. And I got up so many. The giveaway ends at the end of the month. I've gotten so many hosts to post up and so many people DMing me Summer random stuff all the time because I got all these hosts to post up. So you just constantly have to be like reinventing yourself. But Sam is really good about host to post, always saying like, going to the post office, dropping off samples, who wants some? You know, who has been watching my post and wants to try products before purchasing, like just getting creative. Dick's, yes, Cabela's, Academy, Walmart has Yetis sometimes. Like you just have to try to figure out where they are, but go take a picture with one and don't just share a bunch of pictures of a Yeti, because if it's your face, they're going to be much more willing to buy from you. But Sam forgot something, so she's going to keep going.
Okay, really quick. Totally forgot something. Also, I think a lot of the reason why I say a lot of keto coffee and greens is because in the morning, I make my keto coffee and greens on my story every morning. Like every single morning I make it. And so you guys want to make sure that you're like, either if you're using cleanser or if you're using lip and eye, like record yourself using it daily, because that's going to draw attention, because people want to try things that like they know you've tried. So I totally forgot that. Just want to add that.
I love that. And especially if you're new, you guys, it's going to take so much consistency of you using the products, talking about them every day, implementing them into your life. If your friend joined a business and posted about some skincare products she used for one day, would you buy from her? Probably not. You're going to need to watch her using them, watch her stay with the company, because a lot of people join stuff like this, don't make $1 million overnight and peace out. People know that. They want to watch you be consistent in this. So if you're struggling with enrolling people right off the bat, just be patient with that, because people will come to you as you start showing them why they need what you have to offer them. Because what we do is we add value to people's lives. We're not just throwing products in their face. We're not just trying to get quick money. Like, we're trying to show people how they can make a lifestyle change. So that's the biggest thing. And then I'm going to add each of their Instagrams in the chat so that you can go follow them. So that is Sammy's Instagram. Go follow her on Instagram so you can see how she posts, how she talks about the products, how she adds stuff to her story. All of you go do that like right now. I'm going to give y'all like 2 seconds to do it. And make sure that y'all are paying attention, you guys. This is a time to like not be on your phone, to like try to get in as much value as you can about this. I know we do work from our phones, but you can take an hour off. So make sure you're doing that and paying attention. So the second person we're going to have is Sarah. Sarah is a diamond, and she is going to share a little bit about who she is and share her tips with you about enrolling distributors and customers if she has some of those. So Sarah, you should be able to unmute yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. I'm 21. I'm a diamond. I teach dance and I'm on a dance team, and I go to school full time, and I do this. But I have signed a lot of distributors before. I had like a really big tip, and then I have like something that I used to. So I post on my Instagram a lot about the business and kind of just like show that I'm excited about it instead of like just straightforward with it. So just kind of be excited that people are interested in what you're doing, and kind of, I have posted a lot of pictures like by the pool and stuff, like showing that I spend my days at the pool, or like I spend my days with my dog and doing like all of these things that people like want to do instead of going to work. So I kind of try to like take fun pictures doing things like that. Just like Sammy was saying, she's at Disney all the time. I see her post and I want to go to Disney all the time, but I try to stay by the pool and post pictures at the pool. So people are like, why is she always at the pool? But something big that I did that Cheyenne did first was the IGTV. And I was like very nervous to do that. I recorded it like 30 times before I posted it. And because I've never posted any videos of me talking. So I think another thing I don't do, but need to do, is posting videos of like your face and talking about everything. And I don't do that very much. But the IGTV got a lot of attention on it. And like right after I posted it, people were messaging me saying like, I was so skeptical and I thought this was fake, but like seeing your face makes it seem more real. Like I trust you more. So like not just like copying and pasting things that people post on their story, but making things your own. So like if you're too afraid to do the video, like, and that's too much for you right now, maybe just making Instagram stories on your own and like adding your face on them. That way people can see that it's actually you and not just you copy and pasting something. Because I got so many things that were like, I have seen your post, but like I didn't trust it, or like I didn't think that you were actually real, pretty much. So putting that video got like a lot of attention. So if you haven't done that yet, I would totally do that. And then just personalizing stories. I don't really reach out to people to be distributors, but I reach out to customers all the time. So whenever I promoted, I printed out my Facebook friends and I just went down everybody and just messaged them all. I didn't care who they were or if I haven't talked to them in a long time, I just like went hard and messaged everybody that was on that list, and more people say yes than you think. So that was like a big thing that I did, and I'm starting to do that on Instagram. It's just Instagram's a little bit harder, but Facebook you can print out your friends, so that's a good way to do that. And just don't be afraid of people saying no, because you just move on to the next person and just keep going, and then you get yeses. So it takes a lot of no's, but you get yeses, and it's worth it. And I used to sign big customers off of people that I didn't think would even buy. So don't be afraid to reach out to anybody and tell your story, show your face. That's what I got.
I love those tips. And y'all, something I wanted to, like, things that I kind of took from what Sarah was saying is, you know, we have all these stories and all these people and all these posts that we want to copy, but at the same time, like, if Sarah makes a caption about joining this business with her and I copy and paste it, they should have joined Sarah, because through that post, they're going to see her personality and the way that she talks and the way that she is. Like Sam is so outgoing and so goofy, and there may be someone else on our team that's more introverted and not goofy. And if they post something like that, those people are going to join their team, and they're going to be like, you are not who I thought you were on social media, okay? So you want to make sure that you are exactly who you are, but use other people for inspiration. Not to completely copy, not to show their whole life and put it on your Instagram. Like I follow top leaders, and I'll see like a caption that they make and I love it, but I don't ever just copy and paste, because number one, that screws up algorithms. If you don't know what those are, if I post the same thing that everyone else posts, Facebook's going to block it because everyone's posting it. So you always want to make sure that if you find something you love, you make your rendition of it, because it is your business. And at the end of the day, I'm never going to just take everyone else's post and copy paste, because then people don't know who I am as a person. So with all those Instagram stories, if you're brand new, it's totally fine. You're still learning, getting the gist of it. But if you're not, and you're still copy and pasting every single person's story on Instagram because you're not wanting to make your own, take the time to use someone else's and make something of it that's for you. And that's a really, really big thing. So those are things that I said. And then how she said, get used to no. Y'all, you're going to get no's 100,000 million times more than you're going to get yeses, but the yeses make more of an impact. If I get 100 no's and I get 3 yeses out of that, that's 3 customers, and that's a lot of people. Like if you enroll 10 customers a month, that's a lot of people. So if I talk to 400 people throughout the entire month and I get 10 customers, it doesn't seem like that ratio is that great, but 10 customers is a lot of people. So keep that in mind. If you're new or if you're struggling and you keep hearing no, you're going to get told no so many times, but they're going to come back. It does not mean no forever. It just means no for now. So Sarah, I love those tips. I also dropped her Instagram in the chat. So scroll up and go follow her, because another thing I wrote down something about every single person, and something I wrote down about Sarah, she takes so much effort she puts so much effort into her Instagram. So kudos to you, sis. Proud of you. She takes the best pictures, and she takes the time to like get ready and get dressed and take cute pictures. And that, you know, what we do, we're not perfect. We're not these people that have to take perfect photos all the time, but you do have to put effort into your pictures. Now, I'm not talking like I could look like this and post a picture on Instagram, but I'm going to go like move, like if I'm sitting in front of a wall, I'm going to go put myself on my couch and have like a cuter background. It's just the effort that you put into your pictures that's going to make people look at your profile and be like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is so fun. I want to do that. It's all in branding yourself, but just make sure you put effort into it. And Sarah puts a lot of effort into it, and it pays because she's working on double now. So definitely work on that. So thanks, Sarah, for those tips. The next person that we're going to hear from is Courtney. You should be able to unmute yourself if I can find you wherever you are. I know I saw your face.
I got it.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so this is Courtney, and I'm so excited for y'all to hear what she has to say.
Okay, guys, so I'm Courtney, and I am a double diamond. I am 30, just turned 30 last month, and I'm working on going triple. But I'm a wife and mom of 2, and so my biggest tips, I think, for enrolling loyal customers, I think my first month I enrolled like 3,000 BV, and like I literally messaged everyone. You know, whenever you first start out, you know, you want to be super loud, super excited about what you're doing. You want to literally tell everybody, host to post. I'm getting better at those kind of things, but literally tell every single person, hey, look, I just started this new business. I'm so excited about it. The cool thing too, I think about whenever I started was I got my own results first. I became a customer first, and I got my own before and afters. That is literally gold. Whenever you get your before and afters on whatever it is, I mean, people come out of the woodworks. People that you would never think would want to order from you. They're like, hey, I saw your results. I saw this. What do I need to do to sign up? I want to give this a try. So I literally messaged everybody. After that, like once you go through your warm market, you really just have to be intentional with messaging people who I do a lot. Whenever people look at your stories and stuff, I do a lot of that. Like if they're consistently watching my stories, if they're sliding up and voting on your polls and stuff like that too, I will take the time to go and message those people, write down everything. I literally write down everything. Whenever you're messaging people, right. I have like 50,000 spirals. I write down every single person, PDTs and LCs. For those, I follow up probably 7 to 21 times. That's the average. But Follow Up Friday is, the fortune is in the follow up. Follow Up Friday is so important. I think people get more offended if you stop following up with them. I think they seem offended because they're like, oh, well, I told her next week, or I told her 2 weeks from now. I told her next month, and if you don't consistently follow up with them, someone else is going to get them. We have so many people, our team is the fastest growing team ever. So, chances are if we're not following up with them, someone else is going to. For like PDTs and stuff like that, I'm really, really big on my live posts. I'm really big about being real with people. When I joined this business, I was working full time and overworked and underpaid. And so whenever I joined and I started being able to fill up my gas, like in my car, and not have to worry about groceries and stuff like that too, I just put that in my post. If you're not a mom like I am, talk about filling up your gas, talk about being able to, starting to save up to pay, for your school loans, for being able to buy that car that you want, go on vacation or whatever. I'm just really, really intentional about making sure that I'm transparent with everyone. So that they can see like what's going on in my life. Hey, look, we just paid this off. I just paid this off. I just bought gas and, I didn't have to worry about buying groceries. It's just things like that you just really have to be super transparent and super real with everyone, because, the more real you are, people are going to be like, okay, yeah, I relate to that. I love that. Okay, what can I do to have the same thing? So, just live posts for me is where I really seem to have more of feedback. I message for DTs too, and I seem to not get as much feedback from that as I do with, my live posts, because they see me in that. I can't just message somebody and they immediately, know who I am, unless I'm being consistent on my stories and my posts too. Then they're like, oh, hey, I know her. Okay. Being able to do more videos and live videos is something that I need to work on, but it's literally golden. Trying to think what else. I think that's it. Get your own results. Fortune's in the follow-up. Oh, okay. So one more thing I would say is that whenever I message people, I literally try to convince them that they are getting the best deal in the world. Like whenever I'm talking about stuff, I'm like, well, it really retails for this, but I can get it to you right now for this. And then they're like, oh, sign me up. I'm ready. So convince everybody they're getting a good deal.
I love those tips. And it's kind of crazy because it's almost like I know y'all really well, because I wrote down one thing about each of you that I wanted to hit on, and y'all are all saying exactly what I knew that you would say. Like Sarah was talking about Instagram, and now it's like Courtney. Courtney is so good about sharing her life. She's a mom of 2, and I know she's a mom of 2, and I know everything about her because she shares that with me and she shows that. And so that's why people join her. She has really, really strong leadership. Her team is like a team filled with monsters, and it's because she's a monster and she's willing to talk to people and follow up like crazy, and she breeds that in her team. So whatever you want on your team, be that person. Share that. Share your life. Be vulnerable on social media, because your story is important, and I want each of you to remember that. If you don't ever remember anything that I tell you, you each have such a individualistic story. I am nothing like any of you. Courtney's nothing like any of you. Sarah's nothing like any of you. Brittany's nothing like any of you. We are each our own people. And that's why I say, don't just be a copy and pasted replica of the other distributor. There are so many distributors in this company, but the reason people buy from me is because they know me. The reason people buy from Courtney is because they know Courtney. You have to be loud about who you are and where you're going, and that is how people are going to follow you. I want you to tell me this. Everyone drop in the chat how long it took before you joined your upline. Was it 30 days, 2 seconds, 2 days, 2 years, 2 weeks, 1 day, 3 weeks, 1.5 years, a year, 1 day, 2 weeks? Okay, so all of these that are 5 months, 2 weeks, 1 year, 6 months, some of these are a freaking long time, okay? I know I have, like Sam, who talked first. She watched me for 8 months and unfollowed me 2 times, okay? It is all in consistency in this business. When you are posting and sharing about this business over and over and over, people are watching everything that you do. And sometimes I go weeks without enrolling and I'm like, dude, what am I doing wrong? How many people have ever been there? I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Why is no one joining? Am I sucking at my job? Like, are my posts terrible? Like, what do I like? Do I look ugly? Like, what's going on? And, it's just because it'll seem like I get nothing and it's crickets for weeks. And then bam, one day I'll enroll 5 customers. Or like I'll enroll 3 distributors. It was yesterday. I had a super awesome day. Like the day before that, I enrolled 5 distributors. I was killing it and my inbox was blowing up. And then yesterday it was just like crickets. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I was on top of the world like 2 days ago and now I feel like I suck. It's just how this business is. But it is the consistency that will allow you to realize that people are watching you every single day. And so she said the fortunes and the follow-up because, guys, I want you all to listen to this stat. If you've zoned out, zone back in. 2% of the people that you talk to, say you talk to people today, 2% of the people you talk to are going to enroll on the first contact. 2%. 85% of the people that you talk to in sales are going to sign up between the 5th and the 21st follow-up that you send to people. 5 to 21 times. Y'all, I enrolled the customer one time that I followed up with since December 28th, 2016, which is 6 days after I joined, 4 days. 5 days, something, less than a week after I joined this business. I've been following up with her pretty much every single Friday. Thought she blocked me, kept following up with her, couldn't tell, text turned to green, I didn't care. She enrolled as a customer last month, okay? So it is, that was the best win. I probably did a happy dance the rest of the day because I was like, you know what, I did my job and it feels so good. Numbers are hard, Cheyenne, but it feels so good to know that like you are following up with people, you're offering them a service, a lifestyle change that's going to help them. And a lot of times you just need people to see that. Like I know when I follow up with distributors that I'm giving them an opportunity that completely changed my life. And when you have that confidence behind it, maybe you're new and you're like, well, I don't have that confidence. I don't even know if this is going to work. I didn't know if it was going to work either. I persevered. I kept going. I kept pushing through. Even when people kept telling me no and people made fun of me and all the stuff happened along the way, I'm here because I never, ever gave up and I was willing to be that distributor. It's something stupid like 70% of people in sales don't follow up after the 3rd contact. They make 3 contacts and they peace out. Don't be that person because just like Courtney said, we're one of the fastest growing companies in this entire teams in this entire company. And if you don't follow up, one of us is going to. I will promise that will take your potentials because I'm willing to talk to those people and have super massive numbers to get those yeses and be consistent because I'm going to find those 2% of people that want to sign up on the first time because I'm talking to that many people. So thank you, Courtney, for sharing that. I love you and I love your tips. And I love that she is so willing to share her life because she enrolls intentional people because they know everything about her. So the next person that we're going to hear from is Danny, our little blonde Ohio babe over here. I'm so excited for y'all to get to know her. So take it away, sister.
Okay. Hi. Just to let you know how my life is going, I literally found out that I accidentally threw away my next 4 Invisaligns right before this. So I was a little stressed.
No.
Okay. Yeah. But basically I just have the 3 tips about distributors. The first one is life posts, and I know Courtney kind of touched on this, but posting on your Instagram feed, like if you're not posting either every day or every other day or multiple times a week on your Instagram feed itself, like you are missing out on so many people. Like I promise you, there's people who watch your stories, but then there's people who don't watch your stories and only scroll through Instagram feeds. So if you're not making yourself known, like even if it's not about the business every single day, if you're not popping up on those people's feeds every day, like you're missing out on a lot of people. And sharing like what the business has done for you, like what it's going to do for you, like from the beginning. Like I think Cheyenne, she's literally sent me the message that said like, let's go over posting. Like this is what we do. And I was like, post every day. Okay. Like, and I literally posted about like getting my shopping spree, like what I got with my shopping spree, like when I enrolled my first customers, and like literally everything I posted about from the very beginning. So if you're not posting on your feed, definitely do that, even if you have to like ease into it and do it like every 3 days, like just do it. Like I promise you it make a huge difference, because not everyone goes through stories, or maybe they just don't see yours. I don't know. And then second of all, for stories, I really think that making your own stories, I know Cheyenne said something about this, but making them about like the business and stuff, like I like to make ones about me and my story and my journey. And even if like you just started and you're new and you don't have like a story to tell, like take other people's inspirations and make them into like your pictures, because like them seeing you rather than just like a bunch of like boss babes hiring, you know, like it's going to be way more meaningful. Like I barely ever had people scroll up on the ones that are just like what the business is. They always scroll up on the ones that are like of me and talking about me. And then third, I just want to say, like, keep your funnel full. Don't get stuck on like one person saying that they're interested in joining. Like, don't constantly, like, yes, follow up with them, but constantly be sharing it and getting new people to talk to, because getting stuck on one person, if they don't join, you're going to be discouraged. So you have to constantly bring new people in. I have a list of people I've been talking to for months, and every deal I'm like, hey, half off. And they're like, I can't right now. And I'm like, okay, I'm still going to tell you about the next deal. So constantly bring those new people in. Because like I said, if they don't join that one person, like you're going to get in a rut, and you need to get those other people who are watching you in that funnel. So those are my 3 tips.
So good. And y'all, I wrote down about Dani. She's so intentional about everything. Like, she makes the best posts. She makes the best stories. She's always on work Zooms, being super intentional with her time, because before she went full time with this business and fired her boss, she worked all the time and she was in school. And those are the people, like, makes me so happy. I just want to smile, because I'm so proud of all these people. She's not the only one, y'all. We have so many leaders on our team who basically every single one of them, I've watched their entire life journey. I know, please don't cry. Why am I not shocked? Okay. But like, I think of Katie Battenfield. She's a mom on our team, y'all. She started this business and joined me as like some random, I think she was 18, maybe she was 19 at the time, some random person. I probably didn't expect to do anything with this business. She wasn't a mom. She wasn't engaged. She was going to school. Now she's a mom. Now she's a fiance, moved into a house, bought a brand new car. Like, I could go on and on about all these stories, but y'all, like, I just think about Dani because she's so intentional, and she had a goal and she set to it. Like, she was gonna get it done over hell or high water. I mean, who is loving this Zoom? I'm loving it. I'm feeling like on top of the world with all these stories of people. So many tips, so much good stuff that you can learn. And just to know that, like, we all started right where you started. If you're brand new on here, we all started where you started. I started with nothing, no one on my team, no customers. I was willing to ask just about every single person about this business because I knew I had something on my hands that everybody needed to know. Yeah, 18 crazy party girl to 19 stay-at-home mom, okay? We've got some evolving people on our team, and I just think that it's so great. So she said, you know, Dani said to make yourself known. Talk about this business and share, use everything. Like, we have stories, we have Facebook Live, we have your Instagram timeline. If you want to use Snapchat, you want to use Twitter, I don't care. Utilize every single outlet that you have to make yourself known, because what we have to share in this business, knowing now, if I would have known now known then what I know now, watching what this business has done for me, what it's done for all the girls on our team. Like I said, I've watched people join this business completely different than who they are now. Like, not even in the same physical environment or even the same kind of people. I'm not the same kind of person. I was 18 then. I'm 20 now. Only 2 years apart, but I feel as if I was like a baby then, and I'm like a grown-up adult with my stuff together. Even though I still have so much more growing to do, I've changed so much in 2 years because of this business, because it made me get out of my comfort zone. It made me do things I never would have done. It's made me grow in my leadership and my confidence. Like, I would have never been able to just talk to a random person about something. Now I could probably go up to someone in the grocery store and say, hey, I make money from my phone and you need to do this. Like, they think I'm crazy, but I'm so confident in what I do, and I want everybody to know about it. So I use every single outlet like she was talking about. And the next thing is new people. Y'all, if I got stuck on the same people that I was talking to when I joined this business, I would still be a distributor, okay? If I would have talked to the same people in high school that told me no, that I was crazy, that this wouldn't work, I would be I would have quit by now. I had to keep finding new people and find new people that were going to be interested in this and find new circles. Like if I would have only talked to people that were in high school who said, hold on, let me ask my parents, I would have never got anywhere. But I had to grow and find new networks and new markets of people and go on Instagram and find new towns and new people that would be excited about this business, because not everyone is going to catch the vision. Not everyone is going to need this business at the same time either. You know, when I say I message Cheyenne, Courtney, Brittany, Sarah, Danny, all these people that I see right here on my screen, Abby, AJ, if I would have messaged them all at the same time, they wouldn't have all joined at the same time. AJ would have said, sorry, like I'm a mom right now, I'm busy. Cheyenne would have said, I'm a college student. Brittany said, maybe I'll think about it. Danny might have ignored me. Sarah may have blocked me. So you're going to have this array of people that you're talking to, but you're going to maybe get one of them out of it, or one of them that's going to say, yeah, maybe, and the rest of them ignore you. Just keep going and finding those people that want this, because there are people out there that want this because they're here on our team. And they're out there finding the other people that want this. And then it's going to go on and on and on. So keep that in mind, because if you want it, other people out there in this world want it too. So Danny, thank you for those tips. Those were so good. Brittany, you are next. Y'all, this girl, she changed the pace for our team. She's the pace setter. You can unmute yourself too. But y'all, she joined this business and took this business by storm. So I'm excited for y'all to hear a little bit about who she is, because you are all in the same spot that she was in February 1st.
Okay, so hi, I'm Brittany. I am 20 and I joined February 1st. Barely to take that. I literally gave Cheyenne my credit card number and I said, sign me up before I change my mind, because I was so skeptical and I didn't want to do it. But I was like, okay, like it's working for her, like why not? So I did it. I went emerald my first month, diamond my second, and then I went double my third, and then now I'm pushing for triple. But my biggest tip, y'all really like took it all out of me, because I mean really everything we say, like we say it for a reason and it's like repetitive. But my first one for loyal customers is first always expanding your market. I'm always following new people every single day on Facebook, on Instagram. Expanding your market is like huge, because you're always getting new people looking at your page and looking at your profile. And I'm very intentional with who I follow. You know, like I'm a dog mom, I'm a fiance, I like, I don't know, Amazon, just like certain things. And so like I'll go and I'll follow people who, you know, if they have dog mom in their profile, or just people who like relate to me. And those are the people that I'll follow. And then I message every single day, just like everyone else does. And then host to post. I was that girl who like didn't want to work my business on Facebook, and like I was like, no, like that's for my family, and like I was like that person. And then finally I started working from Facebook, and it like blew up. Yeah, until it blocks you, Danny. Danny and I have been blocked from following on Instagram for like ever. But anyways, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, post to post. So I like now work my business through Facebook, obviously, and I just started doing host to post, and I'll always do the giveaway host to post. If you don't buy into those, it's like $10 or something. It's so worth it. And those giveaway posts really do blow up, because they're good giveaways for one. But when I post them, I will make it shareable, and for them to enter, I will have them share it. I'll have them tag 3 of their friends, and then, yeah. And so then when they're sharing it, all of their friends are seeing it. Their friends are wanting to get into the giveaway. They're tagging their friends and their friends and their friends. It's just like a huge train of people getting into this giveaway. And then I message every single one of them, ask them to throw a post up for me, all that stuff. And it really just blows up. And then I have another one I was going to read to y'all when we like don't have a giveaway going on. And I'll just message this like every day to people. And like this one says, hey Amber, I'm not sure if you've seen, but I'm with the health and wellness business pushing for a huge promotion that'll really help me out financially. I'm sending out a free gift to anyone who is willing to take 2 seconds out of their day to help me out. All you have to do is throw a post up on your wall for me, super easy, and I'll give you the post. Would you mind helping me out? If you say like, would you mind helping me out, super easy, 2 seconds out of your day, they're like, okay, why not? And they usually do it. So that's a big thing for getting loyal customers. And then distributors, really, it's live posts. Just like Courtney said, like she kind of took it away from me, because live posts are super, super important. And, you know, talking about every day, like waking up in the morning and taking a picture with your coffee mug. You know, I'll take a picture at my little desk that I have right here, and I'll just, you know, be working from home. And they're like, well, like, how do you work from home? Because like 2 months ago, you were like working at Charmin Charlie, which is now closing down. But anyways, so yeah, so be super intentional with your life posts, and, you know, talk about what you're doing and why you're doing it and where this business is taking you and like where it's taken you so far. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone on my Instagram who's reading my post knows that Colby and I were living in my parents' guest bedroom, and now we're not because of this business. So being very, very intentional with your captions and with your posts, and like, you can take 2 seconds out of your day and just get a tripod on Amazon with a little clicker, self-timer app. I don't know, take a picture of yourself. It's not that hard. Throw a filter over it. Make time for a cute caption. With distributors. And then also I just started messaging for distributors, and I'm very intentional with that too. I'll go through, you know, super cute Instagram, has a lot of followers, relates to me. I'll message them like, hey, send them the distributor message. Like, you would be so good at this business. Like, would you be interested in hearing me out? Da, 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 da. So I'll message for distributors, and then really following up. I have this notebook, and I have like, all of these are like distributors and loyal customers, and I go through every Friday and follow up. Like, every Friday I make it a point to set my alarm, and I come right here where I'm at, and I'm like going through all of these people. I'm like, follow up. I think last night or the night before, I signed up a distributor that I followed up with 14 times. Like, had I given up, she probably wouldn't have joined because I wouldn't have followed up with her anymore. But I followed up with her seriously 14 times. And I was basically like, look, like, you want this business, you want money, like, join me, it's half off, like, let's go. And she did. So those are really just my tips, being very intentional, following up, posting every day, and just really staying consistent. If you're not staying consistent with the business and you just post like once in a blue moon, like, people are going to see that you're not really serious about it. And like, it's not like if you only post once a week, but then in your caption you're like, I'm doing this every day, it's so much fun, da 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 da. Like, people are like, well, you only posted about it once a week, you know? So you just have to be like super intentional. And yeah, those are really just my tips.
So good. You guys, I want y'all to kind of think, okay, you know, number one, if y'all have noticed, everybody has said pretty much the same thing. Drop a 2 if you've noticed that everyone has been repetitive with their tips, and I'm going to tell you why. Success leaves clues, okay? Every single one. Okay, I'm not going to toot my own horn or anything, but I started this train, okay? I got taught how to work this business and do the same things every single day, and I did the same things every single day, and that enrolled all these people, and then all these people did the same thing every single day. You don't change what works. So I made this, literally, I made these people, I made this, okay? Because I never quit doing what worked. I posted every day, even when people didn't comment. Y'all, I used to get 6 likes on my Facebook post, and it was 6 people that were in the freaking business with me, okay? I had a new distributor text me today, and they were like, well, I got 6 likes on my post, and I nearly cried because I was like, that used to be me, okay? You know, I used to have no interaction on my stuff, and people, like, the only people that would comment would be my upline and, like, some people, my new distributors. They'd be like, yeah, girl, okay? I've been there. We all started there, and I just want y'all to make sure that, like, it doesn't matter if you're not getting interaction. It doesn't matter if people aren't blowing up your Instagram or blowing up your DMs or asking you about this. People are watching you. We live a life that not very many people get to live. I have been at the pool for like 9 days in a row, and I went to go post on my Instagram story, and I kind of felt like a little weird about it because I was like, I have literally been posting at the pool 9 days straight. In the past 17 pictures I posted, I've been in a swimsuit in the pool, and I was like, I should probably change this up. And Carly was like, no, you shouldn't. You get to do this because you made a decision 2.5 years ago to change your entire life. And I literally got teary-eyed. Shocker. But I was like, I was afraid to share that I literally live my best life that I didn't think I would be able to do because I was consistent, even when I didn't want to, even when I wasn't getting results. And I wanted y'all to notice that it is so repetitive. You are going to hear the same thing from every leader on how we were going to be successful, and it's all the same. So I'm going to go on to Cheyenne. She is so good, y'all. She's a VIP in this business with us. She joined this business and didn't do anything at first. And I'm really glad that she didn't, because now she's able to share that story with y'all about how like not to not do anything when you get started. And so y'all get to meet Cheyenne.
I awkwardly muted myself as you unmuted me, so sorry about that. So, like she said, my name's Cheyenne. I go by Shy because, you know, we all know Shay. I'm 20 years old. Yeah. I forget. I'm 20 years old. I am a triple diamond with this company. I'm from Texas, but right now I am I'm in Destin, Florida for a week and a half long vacation because that's what It Works allows us to do. Yeah, that's it. Basically my tips are literally the same things that everyone else says, but I mean, like Shay said, like success leaves clues. Words are hard. It's fine. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to touch on like everything else that they had said as well, just because like sorry, I'm in a house with everyone and I feel weird, but if anyone comes in, don't mind them. So the first thing I wanted to go over was like life posts, because like this is something that I feel like I've like after I came back, not originally, but after I like really like took the ball and like started running, I feel like life posts something that I always did, because I mean obviously when I started, and I made a post about this tonight, talking about like I'm gonna post it tomorrow, but it's just like I always talked about what I was going to do with this business. Like I always talked about like I was going to be able to like buy a new car, and then I bought a new car, and then I was going to be able to move out, and then I moved out, and then like I was going to be able to adopt a cat, and I adopted a cat, and like I was able to do all of these things because of this business. But I spoke about every single goal. If y'all have been in this business for a little bit, y'all know that I used to drive like a huge lifted Chevy, and like I literally loved my truck. And then I got it and I was like, oh, gas is expensive. And then I got rid of the truck because of this business, and then bought a new car because of this business. I was literally had that truck for less than 90 days. And I was like, I don't like it no more. Went and got a new one. Literally. I don't even know if I had just went Emerald, and like literally just having that, backbone, like that like security blanket, like literally just like it just meant the world to me. And so yeah, I mean like you always have a story to tell, like regardless if you just started, talk about those goals, talk about the future team that you're going to have, and like the goals that you're going to be able to do and the things that you're going to be able to do, because you always have a story to tell. And then the next thing is I have like be relatable, but like understand that like these potentials that you're talking to, oh, by the way, this is for distributors. Those are my thing. Probably should have said that. My bad. It's fine. So understand that like these people are so scared. Like think about you whenever you join. Like Brittany, she literally was like, give me like, here's my credit card number. Because she was so just like, I'm going to change my mind. And she knew that. Just think about every potential is like Brittany, because I mean, like, you know how scared you were before you joined this business. And like, I know for me, I had joined something like this before, and I literally paid like, I think it was $2 to join because it was like a deal, and I bought like $600 worth of product, and I sold $50 of it, and the rest of it got thrown in the trash. So like I literally was like, this is like, I'm not going to be good at this. And then I saw Shay, and I was like, well, she's like a family friend. Like if she's good at it, like I can be good at it. And then the like competitive side came out when I was like, I can do this. There's a fire truck driving by, so sorry if y'all can hear that. But like understand that like these people they're scared and they're skeptical, and like they don't think they're going to be good at it. So you have to believe in them. Like you just have to believe in them, and you just have to like explain that like I'm successful, like I know what I'm doing, and like I signed a distributor today, and she was like, I just don't think I'm going to be good at this. And I was like, girl, I'm a triple diamond. I make 5 figures a month. I know what I'm doing. And I was like, take the leap, lock arms with me, and let's freaking go. Like, because I know what I'm doing. And it's just that confidence. But I've always been like that, because I knew if I didn't know what I was doing, Shay did. And if she didn't know, Courtney did. And there are so many people above that I literally, and like exactly, confidence is key. I never once was like, oh, like I can't do that. And then like that kind of goes in like with the next tip I have is like, don't think just because you're not successful that you can't help someone else be successful, because like that's what this is about. Like we're helping people become successful, and by helping other people achieve their goals, it's helping you achieve yours as well. that was one thing that took me like a long time to like, I guess, like understand, was like, I wanted this business for me and I didn't care about the goals and the dreams that the people had underneath me. And then once I like realized that you can't be selfish and you have to think about other people, I went triple diamond in the next 60 days or 90 days, just because I literally turned other people's goals into my goals. And so now I'm always texting my leaders, like, what are your goals? And then like those, like I have like goals of like Danny, AJ, Jordan, Ellie. I can literally go all the way down the list on my dream board because I want their goals to happen for them. Because like that's just like something that I've been doing recently, and it's been helping so much with just like, I guess like the mindset about it, just because like I know like my girls want to achieve, so that helps me and like encourages me more to like do work when I'm in Destin for a week and a half. Like, I mean, like we're at the beach, you don't want to be on your phone, but like I have it already in my phone to wake up an hour earlier than everyone and do a power hour. And I'm going to stay up a little bit hour later or an hour later to do another power hour and like these Zooms and everything, just because like that's what I have to do for my business. That's what I have to like, I have to be here for my team. And I mean, also it's what we get paid to do. You get paid to work from your phone on the beach. So yeah, I'm going to take full advantage of that. You're about to see all the beach pictures. And then another thing I wanted to go off of was something that Sammy said, and like every time you use a product, post about it, because I post me making my keto coffee and greens every keto, right? That didn't sound right coming out, but yeah, my coffee, I make it every single morning, and I didn't post it this morning because I couldn't make it because I was at a hotel and I forgot it. Well, it was in my other luggage, doesn't matter. And I had a girl message me, and she literally was like, hey girl, like you haven't posted your coffee video. And I was like, okay, so like, do you want to buy from me, or are you just pointing out the fact that I didn't post the video? Because I was locally kind of butthurt. And then like earlier I just made like collagen, and I was drinking that before this, and I had a girl and she was like, oh my gosh, like what does this do? And I just like posted a little boomerang of me like pouring it in here, and then that was all it took, and now I have a potential for collagen. So it's just like things like that, just like always like post about what you're doing in like your life. And like the same thing that like Sam was saying, like, or I think Shay was saying about Sam, is like she incorporated this business into her life, like nothing changed, she literally just added this into it, and like that's exactly what you want to do. And those are my tips.
Thank you for that. Those are so good, y'all. And I wanted to speak on this for just 2 seconds. Is y'all, I enrolled Cheyenne. She worked this business for like 30 days, went executive, saw her first paycheck and was like, it's not $2,000. Okay, confused. I quit and pieced out, y'all. Like straight up gone. And was like, I'm not making $2,000. I'm out of this. This is crap. I'm going to go work at Lowe's. Okay. She's worked at every single place in this entire country, and then was successful in this. So if you think you can't be successful, homegirl tried just about everything. And y'all, she joined and barely did anything and then quit. And then we went to conference and I called her and I was like, do you want to make a $5,000 bonus or not? Like, do you want to make that $2,000 paycheck that you were so mad you didn't earn? And y'all, she did. Okay. And now because she did that, her team did that, and her team is showing people how to do that. And half of her team is on here. And it's just like all these other girls, like Courtney, she decided one day she was going to make this business work, shared her story. Now her team gets to. You know, every single one of us creates a ripple effect. And if you're going to be willing to share your story enough and show people why, you know, a lot of people that join this are like, well, I don't have a story to tell. Like I joined you because you were talking about making $2,000 a month. I don't make $2,000 a month. I didn't make $2,000 a month when I joined this business either. So keep that in mind, that we all start from the ground and bring it from the flow up. Okay. And I just want you to know that like your story is important. And I'm going to say that to you a million times. Why did you join this business? What do you want in life? Like I'm sitting here in Carly's office. Carly's my best friend that I met through this business. And I sit in front of this every single day. She's got all these crazy dreams up on here. Okay. That she talks about every single day. And she's been talking about these since she joined the business. We joined 30 days apart from each other. She was a brand new distributor. We met each other when we were Ruby at an event, and she was talking about buying a brand new 4Runner then. And she's posted about buying a brand new 4Runner then, and she just bought herself yesterday, bought herself a brand new 4Runner. Okay? So your dreams, your goals, what you want in life, what you want. So I want you to post one thing as to why you joined this business in the comments. Why did you join this business in the first place? I joined so that I could pay my tuition in full when I joined. That's not why I'm still doing it, because I done paid my tuition, quit college, peaced out on that, and found my career for life. My why has changed, but why did you join this business in the first place? Danny's is Invisalign that she threw away before she got on the Zoom. So to pay for gas, an electric bill, to give my family a better life, student loan debt, not to work 3 jobs, to pay for gas, to let off financial pressure. Y'all, none of these girls joined for $1 million. None of these girls joined to hit the Millionaires Club or be Ambassador Diamond. They joined for gas, a phone bill, food, whatever, the tiny things that would make a difference. And you will watch as you're in this business that your why will evolve so much. You'll want one thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing. And pretty soon you've got a dream board filled with stuff that you don't even think rich people do. Because you're over here dreaming like a freaking crazy nut. Like the stuff you dream about at night, you're putting on your dream board. I'm like, what? Sometimes I write stuff down, I'm like, what am I doing? And then you watch yourself achieve it, and you're like, holy mackerel, what did I do? But we have one last girl, Molly. Molly is really new to this business, and I wanted her to share tips because a lot of you are new on here too, and I want you to kind of get confidence from somebody who is new in this business. So Molly, if you would unmute yourself and tell us a little bit about you and share your biggest tips with us. Well, she was on here. Now I don't see her name anymore.
Hi, I'm Molly. Okay, can you see me now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So hey guys, I'm Molly. I am a stay-at-home mom of 2 girls, 4 and 15 months, so we're pretty busy during the day. I am pretty much just work, within like 5-minute increments when I can sometimes. I like to get up an hour early, get started, stay up an hour late, do power hours. But recently I've been signing a lot of DTs and distributors. But a couple of them were interested because I sent them free samples of coffee, and actually they loved them, and they wanted to talk about the benefits of selling as opposed to just becoming a distributor or just becoming a customer. So I've kind of been going into that route a little bit more when people are interested, just telling them, what would be more beneficial as to selling instead of just taking the products and not making money at the same time, as well as host to post. With host to posting, there was one girl that I just signed up a couple days ago. We've been talking since May. She wanted to get TFX, and I kept following up. We had some deals. I kept telling her about those to sign up and start selling. She's going to be taking these, and she loves it already. Why not make money at the same time? So I had a lot of success with those, as well as getting in those customers with those samples. So I sent the samples, the first week of this week of July, and then followed up with everybody to see how they liked it and if they want to get started and what that would entail to, again, sign up as a distributor instead. I'm also a very big bargain girl. I love a deal. So I definitely like to let people know what deals they're going to get with signing up, along with, the shopping spree, what products they would get, and so forth, because people get interested in that as well. I've had a lot of people come to me off of life posts. It wasn't until probably about 2 months of consistently doing those every single day where I started having people inquire about what I do. A lot of old friends that I haven't talked to in years just all of a sudden popping up, wanting to chat and see more about this business. Let's see. And being a product of the product, I've lost over 30 pounds now. The keto coffee and TFX, Fat Fighter and Cleanse. So it's been really easy once that has just fallen off. Everybody wants to know what I'm doing. Everybody, I'm taking before and after pictures. I'm finding pictures from before with clothes that I still have and, doing before and afters. And those are really the ones that people are just going crazy about, wanting to know how I'm working this, you know, what I'm doing. And now I'm transferring that into, this is what I'm taking, and you could sell it too and make money at the same time. Just trying to, you know, more so focus on distributors now. And my last tip I have is just believing that you're a mass enroller, and also making a dream board. So I never ever thought that I could enroll distributors. This is not a business I've done, and I've never been able to enroll distributors, but that's because I never thought that I could. I only thought that I could sell the products, and once I changed that completely around this month, I said that that's what I was going to be able to do. I literally made a dream board 3 days ago, and ever since then, and my little old organized area, I feel like I'm a professional now, but it's given me the vision and the confidence to know that I have all of this stuff and these dreams and things that I want to achieve.
I'm so proud of you, y'all. This girl is new, okay? And I want to reiterate that because this girl joined, had a freaking fire under her butt from somewhere, and she earned a spot to come to our Diamond and Above retreat. And she's a Ruby, okay? So I wanted to just kind of go over some stuff that she said. And two, I want y'all to post this on your story. So post a boomerang. I'm going to unspotlight my video. Post a boomerang of everything that you see and just say like how excited you are because you joined this business and you have so much training. You know, do another team training. I enroll a bunch of distributors when I post like continuous videos of me training my team, because people are like, oh, you know, I was super concerned I was going to be doing this on my own, like doing this by myself. And when you share, you being able to get trainings and have team trainings and, you know, stuff like that, it really, really makes a difference in people because they're like, oh, I'm going to get help. Like I'm going to be successful in this because people are going to show me the way. But, you know, Molly lost 30 pounds with the products. 30 freaking pounds. If y'all didn't hear that, 30 pounds. Everybody tell her congratulations because that's freaking bomb, y'all. And I wanted to reiterate on that too. I went double diamond the month that I got my own before and afters and blasted them everywhere through Host to Post. I went double diamond, and then 3 months, 90 days later, I went triple diamond, and 90 days later after that, I went presidential diamond. And I swear to you that my before and afters are what kicked that off, because I got my own results and I had a flaming confidence behind that. When you're, I mean, how many of y'all, when you use a product that you love, you want to share it? Or when you start making money from something and it works and you get so excited about it, you want to show everybody. That is the confidence that people are going to see, okay? Be confident in what you're doing. And if you're not confident yet because you just joined, be ignorance on fire. Show people that this business is going to change your life because you watched people and it changed their life, okay? So talk about these products every day. Get your own before and afters, because when you are a product of the product, you will automatically be so excited about what you're sharing and have this whole urge to show the world. Like, hey, I've got something that's going to change your life. Message me, like comment on this. Like it's just, it happens. So that's the thing. And then what Molly said, you will do exactly what you say that you are going to do. If you say, I'm a mass enroller, if you say, I'm going to enroll a ton of distributors, which the family call is going on right now, which I need to stop talking, but Mark Pentecost, our CEO, goes live every single Sunday and shares deals with us. Hopefully he extends the 50% off discount codes, but if he doesn't, we crush this deal and we have so much new blood on our team right now. But y'all, get your own before and afters, take all of the tips that they shared with you, being intentional, making your own post, being consistent and confident in what you're doing. Don't try to change the wheel because what we do already works. Make sure that you're plugging into the team pages, getting on these team trainings every single Sunday. And I am going to post this recording up on YouTube. I want you to drop a 3 if this added value to your life, if you feel like you learned something from this, if it made you super excited, you've got some super cool information to go off and implement into your business. I hope that you'll have a super, super great night. And I want you to go over to Mark's Facebook page and watch the family call and see what he has up his sleeve. So I hope that you'll have a great rest of your night. I'm proud of you for getting on this and staying on this, because these are the people that are on here that are going to be Ambassador Diamond one day. I just know it. So I hope y'all have a good night, and I love y'all so much. Good night.